Hello everyone and welcome in. I hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all of the subscribers, viewers, and the world out there. Today we're going to take a look into Capricorn's 2021 prediction. This is going to be your Halloween special. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support that I've seen so far on the channel. We're going to start with the Work Your Light Oracle deck here. Get kind of an overview message with the energies we're working with. Then we're going to jump right into the message with the traditional deck. In this message, we're going to look into what you need to release, what needs to go. We'll look at what is going to shift or change within the year. Look into any messages from your past loved ones or ancestors. How to enhance your gift to spirit. Forecast for your love life, and we'll look into what's to come beyond 2021. Okay, clarify as well as pull a few oracle cards. If it's something you guys are interested in, you're more than welcome in joining us right out the gate. We have 4 cards. We'll take them. Birthing a new age. Scorpio, I believe, had this card as well. You may be dealing with a Scorpio. Is it Scorpio's reading? Maybe. Don't quote me on that. Lemuria. Unbound. Age of Light. Age of Aquarius and boundaries. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Releasing soul patterns, soul contracts, and past lives. You've been training for this for lifetimes, so just breathe. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So, Capricorn. Lemuria speaks to a place, Capricorn, where heaven on earth exists, almost as if it's a different dimension, okay, is what the card speaks about. Now with Unbound, talking about soul contracts, releasing difficult people, places, and things from your past, and this could very well have to do with systems, belief systems that are holding you back as well. The Age of Light, birthing a new age, both. I'm sure everybody is aware by now that we are coming into a new age here. But I feel that you need to maybe establish better boundaries in certain areas of your life. And this also, Capricorn, might be establishing better boundaries with self, right? Because too much of anything can be bad for us. Even too much water can be bad for us, right? So just finding that balance, right? Harmonizing, making sure that everything is in balance. And in that, we have to establish boundaries, right? There has to be some form of rules that we give ourselves to live by. Otherwise, we're just flying by the seat of our pants. So let's take a little bit deeper look here, Capricorn, into the reading here. This is going to be interesting to see what comes out. Please keep in mind, guys, that the messages on YouTube are general. They're not going to resonate every time with every person. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you so much for that. For information on energy cleanse kits, how to get entered into the drawing, personal readings. I have a blog on the website that you guys can check out where I write different articles about healing, a self-discovery journey. Check that out. It's all linked below in the description box. And Capricorn, if you like the vibe, you like how I interpret the cards, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Everyone's welcome, and it does help set intentions for the future. So let's see. For Capricorn 2021. Queen of Swords. Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. We can see here what you're needing to release, okay? This could be behavior patterns in relationships. The Death card. Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, 3 fives. 5 is definitely a significant number here for you, Capricorn. I'm going to say this right off the bat. For those of you that this message does resonate with, you're going to need to be prepared for the year to come. Okay, there's going to be some clarity. There's going to be some truth that's going to be brought into you this year. Okay, let's get your cards out here for your advice. 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Okay, Chariot. All right, Queen of Swords. I feel like this is the energy that you're needing to release here, Capricorn, is the indecisiveness. Okay, there's a need here to make a decision. You're going to have to make the decision. Okay, what's best for Capricorn? That could be what's becoming more clear to you at this time, moving into this new age. I can definitely see how unbound is going to pertain here. You're releasing a lot of heavy energies, and this could have already been taking place this year, because a lot of people in general, not even having to do with astrological signs, have been going through some form of transformation, acceptance, adjusting process in their life, right? Everyone's gone through something this year. What you're needing to let go of is this transformation, but this is talking about the death of ego, right? This is almost like dark night of the soul energy. This is a very deep, dark energy. This card represents scorpionic energy, which is very deep, subconscious, emotional stuff. Okay. Now, this card could also symbolize that there may be a passing of significance this year, Capricorn. Not trying to scare you, but if this is the case, then there is already been signs that this is going to take place. There's already been warning signs, or you've already been warned. You guys already know that something big in somebody's health is going to take place this year. Okay, that's for some of you, not for all of you. If that does pertain to you, you are already aware of that. Okay, this is confirmation. So let's clarify the death energy for Capricorn. Please and thank you. Now, I'm not trying to scare you guys. This is a warning. What this is calling to Capricorn is you're going to have to learn to let this go. This may be something that's hard for you to let go of, and you're going to have to learn to let this go. Okay? Please clarify the death energy for Capricorn. Okay. So again, this is something that's having to do with family. You already intuitively know what this is pertaining to. For those of you that this is calling to like a significant health situation, you already know this is definitely something that is having to do with family. You're gonna need to be grounded. You're gonna need to be solid within yourself. So you're definitely going to need to take some time right now. If there's any overindulgence, anything that isn't necessary, Capricorn, you're going to need to take care of yourself at this time, because I feel like there's going to be other people that are going to be having to lean on you. So you're needing to make sure, and this is definitely pertaining to, again, family, and this doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. This could be like big family, okay? Like brothers, sisters, moms, dads, that type of a family. A lot of people are really close with their family. Something that's going to shift, something that's going to change. I feel like there's probably been somebody in your life, and this is probably having to do with family. This is definitely a family reading. This is a shift in a family dynamic, okay? There's somebody in your life that you maybe have had like this competing energy with, this back and forth, one-upping type of energy, this is going to change, okay? We're going to clarify that right now, but I feel like that's part of what's going to be released here, okay? This death energy is bringing in big changes, and once it hits you, it's going to, I feel like this is going to have a big effect on a lot of people in your life. The Justice. Justice with the Page of Wands. So caution to the wind. Somebody may be dealing with something having to involve the court system or the criminal justice system. 10 of Wands, Justice, 5 of Swords, definitely that type of an energy. Getting clear on where you see yourself headed. What is the outcome? What do you want your outcome to be, Capricorn? And not just in this situation, but where do you envision yourself headed in the long run? Proceed with caution when dealing with this person who is in that one-upping energy. I feel like there may be a need to kind of set boundaries there, but focus on what you envision the outcome being first. Like if this is a family member, a brother or a sister, is it somebody who you really can like cut off and just cut out of your life? Because I don't really feel like that is something that's not something that can happen here. This is definitely a family vibe here, family dynamic coming through, okay? Message from your ancestors. You're not alone. 5 of Pentacles. I feel like you maybe feel like left out or not enough, like people don't care. That's not true. You're not alone. It's time to look at the situation as what benefits are you bringing to the table here, okay? Because I feel like when the shift takes place, whether somebody's health takes a shift or whether this is actually something more significant, there's going to be this coming together, this culmination. But I feel like you're going to realize that people need you more than you really think, okay? You're not alone here, Capricorn. And I feel like we're going to clarify the 5 of Pentacles. This card talks about abandonment. It talks about feeling left. It talks about alone, okay? This is part of what needs to be released here. So let's clarify 5 of Pentacles for Capricorn, please and thank you. Mm-hmm. 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. Sun. You're headed in a positive direction here, Capricorn, and I do feel here that there's some benefit that you bring to the table that you may be overlooking. 9 of Pentacles, this is independence. This is feeling self-assured, right? In your power, in your energy. A lot of times people will interpret this card as the lower level Empress. I feel like in the past year, Capricorn, there was a time when you felt this, okay? Currently, because of everything that's going on in the world, it's kind of hard to see. Everybody's having a difficult time. It's time to go within and really get clarity, you know. You also could be, with the 6 of Cups coming here, a lot of people are having just memories pop up from the past. This is part of the processing. This is part of the coming into the new age. Everybody's going through that. Just different people are having it at different degrees and at different times. Everybody is on a different timeline. You hear people say that. That's what that means. Everybody's experiencing different parts of these readings at different times. So if you haven't experienced flashbacks or thinking back on past memories yet, you will. because it's part of this processing process. Okay? When that happens really quickly, just to kind of ease your mind, ease your thinking, whenever you have a trigger, it's called a trigger. Whenever you're triggered to think about a past situation, try to just observe. Try to just sit and observe the thought, observe the memory. Don't try to push, don't try to overexert yourself. That's where that's where resistance comes in. Just allow. Allow the thought to pass. Like, I'm observing this thought from the past. You may be triggered to have an emotional reaction. Like if you cry or you get upset or you get angry, utilize that as practicing easing your own mind, easing your own thoughts. Okay, so you're going to need some self-care tool in your tool belt, right? Meditating, breathing, okay? Looking up breathing technique that calms anxiety. There is actually a breathing technique that you can do. It takes 5 minutes that will cause a chemical reaction in your brain. If it's done right, that instantly calms you. I know from personal experience, guys, okay? Everything I speak on this channel, I've tried myself. So look that up, because there's a lot of things that are going to kind of come to an end here. How you react to all of this is how this is going to play out, okay? So if you're resistant to all of this change and you don't allow this processing to happen, it's going to be a difficult process. But if you sit back and observe and allow and just have an understanding, okay, now today is like a lower level energy day, I kind of have to work with that. What can I get done? Those types of things. Don't push yourself through this, okay? Because big changes are happening. Part of the lessons is learning to allow. How to enhance your connection to spirit. Allow. You have to allow. There's no more looking back on the past, okay? Don't look back on the past with sadness. Don't look back on the past with anger. Understand that those feelings that you're having is a chemical reaction in your brain to processing those memories. If you allow the process to fully take place at the time it arises, at the time you're triggered, and allow it to process through, get mad, get as angry, okay? If you feel yourself getting mad, go get mad. Go scream in a pillow or take a brisk walk or punch a tree. Stomp on the ground, punch a punching bag. Whatever it takes to get that anger out of you, feel it, let it rise up in you. Like, yes, get it out of you, okay? That's what I want you to do, because that's what's going to help you process. No matter how many times, don't take your anger out on another person, but you need to be able to be aware that that anger is the reaction of that memory, and then process it, right? Allow it. That's what I mean by allowing it. Get angry. If you get mad, get mad. If you get sad, cry it out. Maybe you laugh. Maybe your way to process this hurt is to laugh. However you process it, then you need to allow that process to take place here. Whew, I love it. 3 of Cups with the 2 of Pentacles. There's a balance, okay? Part of the process of going through traumatic experiences, look at that, I missed the Emperor. What? Part of the process of going through traumatic experiences is learning the lesson that comes with that. And part of the lesson here, a lot of times, is to allow this process, this emotional process to take place. What happens now with today's society is everybody kind of suppresses the emotions and doesn't really kind of process through that, and then it builds up. And that's what causes mental health issues. If you just allow this process to take place, It's going to clear this confusion. You're not going to feel this burden anymore. You're going to have a solid foundation. The Four of Wands, yeah, this is the twin flame, the soulmate energy. I know that's how a lot of people interpret this card, but this card also talks about a solid foundation. Building a solid foundation. You have the Sun card right after that. Forecast for your love life moving forward, Capricorn. We have the Ten of Wands. I feel like you have a lot going on. Relationship is not what's on your plate right now. And if you have a relationship, it's definitely most likely going to be affected by this shift, because I feel like this, for most of you, this is probably going to be like an aunt, an older aunt that's kind of having health issues, or an older family member in your life that's going to be, you know, understandably so. Taking time to process these emotions is going to be important. You're not going to be able to focus on any relationship until you process emotions, because see here, you're still looking back on this past, the Five of Cups. So you're going to have to release a lot of things this year in 2020. We see that coming forward here heavily in this reading. This is definitely heavy energy that's coming through. I do feel like you make it through this if you allow this process to take place. There's going to be a lot of healing that comes from it. There's going to be a lot of lessons that are going to be learned. It's not going to be an easy process, but it's definitely going to be worth it. You can fight against it. But if you find yourself feeling like you're running an uphill battle, or you're swimming upstream, understand that sometimes we have to go with the flow in order to get where we want to go. It's to come moving forward. Seven of Cups. I feel like this, yes, this is confusion, but I feel like this is a lot of options, Capricorn. You're going to have a lot of paths that you can choose, okay? You're going to have a lot of ways that this can turn out. Only you can decide how that is going to culminate. How that's going to come together, okay? Are you going to allow this to take place, or are you going to stand your ground and have your guard up and be defensive, okay? You have to decide. You're more than welcome to come back to the reading and watch it again. This was a lot of information. This was heavy energy. I'm not gonna lie. Take a little break after this reading. Advice, guidance moving forward, Capricorn, is the Eight of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Chariot here. Communication is going to be key through this process, okay? I feel like you're going to need to communicate this process that you're going through, so to somebody, whether this is a close friend or a family member, because it's not going to be easy to go through this alone. The only thing that you're going to be able to do is allow. I feel like a lot of you are going to see that, if you haven't already started seeing that already. I do feel here that you're kind of feeling alone, a little bit lonely. Understand that you're not alone here. There's people that are here that are trying to root you through this, but I feel like they've kind of let you do your own thing, because Capricorn's going to do what Capricorn wants to do. Nobody can control a Capricorn. I only know from personal experience. Let's get your native spirit oracle card. These cards have soul journey messages as well for Capricorn 2021. What does Capricorn need to see here? They're all trying to come at once. All right, well, the 2 came out. Spirit of water. We have Grandfather Sky and Thunder Drum, and for some reason I feel like they both need to be heard, so we'll take them both. So Grandfather Sky talks about spirit and your connection with spirit. Talks about expansiveness energy, how expansive the sky can be, right? Things are expanding in your life right now, Capricorn. Things are definitely shifting and changing here for sure. There's a need to kind of just deepen your connection with spirit. Maybe try some spirituality practice, Buddhism, Christianity, whatever, Muslim, whatever is calling to you. I feel like there's a need to kind of incorporate a little bit of spirituality, a connection to spirit into your life at this time, because there is deep shifts. There are major things that are happening, and it helps you to kind of relieve, if you will. Helps to relieve that stress, relieve that anxiety, that you are not alone, right? Thunder Drum talks about not being shy, okay? Letting people know your value, your worth. Walk in rhythm to the beat of your own drum. The soul journey message that comes with Thunder Drum is a powerful way to activate your life force is to drum on your chest lightly with closed fists. It's especially powerful if you do a 2-beat, similar to the sound of a beating heart, which is the most primordial sound for humans. This rhythm is grounding and activates your strength. There's major shifts, major transformations that you're going through here. And I feel like some of you may have already been feeling this. Again, if there is some type of health thing that you're having to deal with, health issue that you or a loved one is having to deal with, you are most likely already aware of this, okay? Breathing through this process, having those tools in your tool belt. So not only breathing, but knowing, the activities, the things that you can do to kind of take your mind off of things at times is going to be important, because it's going to be some heavy energy that you're moving through here, Capricorn, for those of you that are resonating with this message, okay? And again, for most likely, all of the people that are resonating with this message have already been in some form or fashion feeling this energy already. Okay, this is only confirmation, okay, that there are going to be big changes. Now, depending on how you react to these emotions is going to be how this plays out. So if you allow, it's not going to be so bad, right? It's going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you resist the change, though, Capricorn, it might not turn out so well. So try to be grounded and focus on what you want the outcome to be. My relationships are harmonious. When we create harmony in our minds and hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer, always. Beautiful, Capricorn, beautiful. So, Capricorn, I feel like that's a good solid message coming out for you guys for your 2021 prediction. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. No extended reading, guys. All love over here for YouTube for you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, and I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.